This is getting to the point where it's borderline frustration. Just borderline frustration all around the thing. Because the Dodgers in the seventh inning literally just gift wrapped on a silver platter a chance for the Phillies, to blow the game wide open when it was 4-4 in the seventh inning, where Rhys Hoskins grounds at the first base. Max Muncy tries to throw home to Will Smith, try to get Odubel Herrera caught in a rundown situation. They do that, but for some reason, Will Smith doesn't throw immediately back to third base. He just lets Odubel go there, and you get a bases loaded situation for Alec Bohm. Alec Bohm lines one out to Mookie Betts. Hard line drive, just landed right at Mookie Betts. Mookie charges the ball. It's in shallow right field. For some reason, Odubel Herrera is tagging up on this. For some reason, Odubel Herrera is running home. And he's gunned out by 5 miles at home plate to end the inning. One, why are you doing that? I don't know if that was Odubel's decision. I don't know if that's Dusty Wathan's decision at third base, the third base coach right there, to force Odubel to go home. One, how do you not understand the decision right there? Because one, you got Mookie Betts in right field, and he's one of the best goddamn outfielders in baseball. Two, with how shallow that ball was hit, also to be combined with one, you have Bryce Harper coming up after Alec Bohm with the bases loaded. Why are you forcing Odubel to go home? Why are you forcing him to go home? I'm not sure if it's an Odubel decision. I don't know if it's a Dusty Wathan decision. Either or, that is disgraceful. For Dusty Wathan, that is a fireable decision. For Odubel Herrera, that is benchable. That is, get off this goddamn team type of replaceable. And sadly, you have no one to replace Odubel Herrera because, Matt Klentak era, terrible drafting, and the situation with Mickey Moniak, and he gets injured in spring training, which hopefully he's up soon. He's going through his rehab stuff right now, and hopefully Mickey Moniak comes up soon. Because I'm tired of seeing guys like Odubel Herrera consistently in the lineup. I am tired of seeing guys like Roman Quinn consistently in the lineup. And also when you have Bryce Harper having to be DH, and thankfully Bryce Harper did get back into the lineup today, so thankfully there's nothing going on in that situation. But when you have to consistently play Odubel Herrera and Roman Quinn, that's not good. That is not good at all. Mickey Moniak needs to come back to hopefully spark something with the way his bat was in spring training. Hopefully he can find a way to bring that consistency, even though it's been a long stretch of period of time since then. But, this team needs some type of goddamn spark. I don't know why, because you have an insane road trip last week. You go 5-2. Should have been 6-1. Going to keep bringing that up because, yes, it should have been 6-1. Blowing a ninth inning, 2-out situation to the Dodgers. You come back home. Build off the 5-2. You get shut out twice by the Padres. You score 3 runs that entire series. You lose yesterday to the Dodgers, Friday, to start the series. You scored 1 run. You lose today. So now on this homestand, you've played 5 games? You're 1-4. And I believe you're 5 and something. I think you lost 5 of your last 6, I believe. I was trying to, come up with a record or something like that, but I just couldn't think of it. But you've lost 5 games out of your last 6 in total this entire week, going back to Sunday's loss in LA. How? I just don't understand how you come back to Citizens Bank Park and you come that flat, where you look that lost at the plate and everything, and your pitching at the beginning of the week was really good. Your starting pitching was good. Your bullpen was good. And you couldn't manufacture runs. Your starting pitcher was good. Well, your starting pitching yesterday wasn't good. Ranger Suarez wasn't good. Your bullpen stepped up and prevented the Dodgers from doing anything yesterday. And your offense couldn't do anything. Today, like I mentioned in the last night's recap, watch today the offense get a little bit of mojo and they get some runs on the board. This will be a day where your pitching doesn't show up. And that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. Even though your offense, after the 4th inning, did not record a single hit. After the 4th inning, your offense didn't record a single hit. That's an issue. That is a huge issue. to where you can't tack runs up on the board. Once you get that 4th run on the board, everything stops. Everything stops. We can't get a single hit whatsoever. That's not good. That's not good whatsoever. It just isn't. You need to be 10 times better than what you're doing right now. You just have to be. And it's killing all mojo that you have around watching this team right now. It really is. And like I said, I am more of an optimistic type of guy. But it's frustrating watching this team. It really is. I'm optimistic. Do I believe this team gets better over the course of the season? Yeah. This team, over a course of 162, yes, you're going to have ups and you're going to have downs. But now you're getting towards the end of May. You're starting to get into June. You're starting to get into that, stretch of baseball where a lot of games come really important. You're 18 and 22 now. You are 4 games below 500. You need to start playing better. You need to start playing a lot better. Because those stretches that this offense goes through, because this offense is way too talented to go on this amount of cold stretches. Nick Castellanos is in a huge slump, and I mean a huge slump. I think they said in the postgame he's 5 for his last 40. I believe his average is dropping dramatically. His average is now down to 259. I believe his average last week or a week and a half ago was around 300, where he actually was hitting the ball. Now he's going through an insane slump. The only bright spot that I can see is Kyle Schwarber's bat look like it's starting to wake up a little bit. He got the bomb in this game. Alec Boehm also does get a home run in this game as well. Also yesterday I was talking about Alec Boehm maybe providing some pop war a couple of days ago as well. But he hit his home run today. Aaron Nola wasn't good though. But I refrain from that actually, because in the beginning part of the game, Aaron Nola was dominant. Aaron Nola was really good. And then we go to this typical, even though Aaron Nola in his so many past starts has been really good for this team. This game, if he allowed a home run to Mookie Betts, okay, bounce back from that. 5th inning was just situations basically throughout this entire game. The Mookie Betts home run, 2 outs, 2 strike count, allows a home run. Go into the 5th inning, and basically let's go into that 5th inning actually, so I can basically describe exactly what happens for the Dodgers in this situation. So you go into the 5th inning, you get the first 2 outs. Justin Turner strikes out and Cody Bellinger strikes out. Then you go to Chris Taylor. 2 strike count, single. Then you walk Gavin Lux on 4 straight pitches. And then Mookie Betts gets a double, which brings a run home. So in that situation, it becomes a 4-3 game. So that scores 2 runs there with 2 outs. In this Betts play, there were 2 strikes in this at bat to start, and then 3 straight balls. Then Mookie Betts gets a double. So, and then I believe, like I said, the Mookie Betts home run earlier in the game was also on a 2 strike count, full count with 2 outs. So in that situation, Aaron Nola had chances to get out of the inning. He didn't. He didn't at all. You got to be better. You got to be way better. And yes, Aaron Nola has given you starts previously, like a lot of starts previously, to where he has given you chances to win games, and you did not win it for him. The 7-1 blown game to the Mets gave you a chance to win Sunday against the Dodgers. Many starts before that, too, he gave you chances to win. You got to win games for him. Sadly, this time, Aaron Nola did not have a good game, especially in that 5th inning, because Aaron Nola's stat line today, it just completely blew up in his face. Completely blew up. If I go to Aaron Nola, 5 1/3 innings pitched, 5 hits allowed, 4 earned runs, 1 walk, 9 strikeouts, 2 home runs allowed, though. 98 pitches. Like, it's just that because we saw so much good from Aaron Nola today, where he looked flat out dominant. Flat out dominant. Just those 2 out situations, like that just can't happen. That cannot happen regardless of the team that you're facing. I don't care if it's the Los Angeles Dodgers. I don't care if it's the fucking Cincinnati Reds. You can't be allowing these, runs, these guys to get on base, these runs to cross home, all with 2 outs. All these rallies starting with 2 outs. You cannot allow that to happen. You cannot allow that Mookie Betts home run to happen. You cannot allow that entire 2-out rally in the 5th inning by the Dodgers. You cannot allow that to happen. Because going through the rest of this game as well, Phillies get on the board early. They do. Go to the bottom of the 2nd. Castellanos leads off with a walk. Gene Segura's doubles, which allows Castellanos to score. He also advanced to 2nd on a wild pitch during the Segura at bats. So you got that situation. So it becomes a 1-0 Phillies lead. Betts then ties it with the home run the next inning. But then you go to the bottom of the 3rd. Rhys Hoskins hits a single, and then Alec Boehm hits a home run to make it 3-1. Go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Kyle Schwarber leads off with a home run, makes it 4-1. So you're up 4-1 to the Dodgers. Aaron Nola looking pretty good at that point. Everything just blows up, and the game immediately gets tied in the 5th inning. Immediately. Really annoying. Then you go to the top of the 6th. Nola on the mound again. Turner strikes out leading off. And then Will Smith, another 2-strike count, another full count for Aaron Nola. Will Smith goes deep, ties the ball game up. Brad Hand comes out, walks Max Muncy. Justin Turner reaches on an infield single. And then Cody Bellinger singles. So you got a bases loaded situation. Brad Hand comes out of the ball game. In comes Connor Brogdon. Connor Brogdon gets out of that situation now. Taylor pops up, and then Gavin Lux flies out. So you called a break. You called a break, and Connor Brogdon was good in that situation. 6th inning, you go down 1-2-3. So when your relief pitching gets you out of a huge jam, your offense responds with absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. Then you go to the top of the 7th. Connor Brogdon comes out again. Not so good this time. Mookie Betts singles, Trey Turner singles, then Jose Alvarado comes in. Get a little bit of luck here because Jose Alvarado picks off Mookie Betts at second base, gets him into a little rundown situation. He gets tagged twice. Originally, it looked like he was called out on the base path by the umpire. And then they go to review it. The Dodgers challenge it. And wait, give me a second. Sorry about that. But still. Called out on the play. Dodgers challenge, even though it's obvious that he was out. So you get the out there. And then you get Max Muncy the ground out. So Jose Alvarado gets out of that inning. You go to the bottom of the 7th. And this is where the frustration really kicks in for me. Odubel Herrera leads off with a walk, a 4-pitch walk. JT Realmuto gets hit by a pitch. So you get a 1st and 2nd situation with no out. Johan Camargo comes in the pinch hit for Bryce and Stott. He sacrificed bunts to get JT and Herrera over the 2nd and 3rd base. Questionable decision, definitely, because technically, yes, you are giving the Dodgers a free out. But I honestly don't know how I feel about this because I just don't know. I don't know how I feel about this bunt by Camargo. But in this situation, I got to look at face value. You move the runners over the 2nd and 3rd base. Hudson comes in to face Rhys Hoskins. Rhys Hoskins grounded into a fielder's choice, but then you get that rundown situation where Will Smith had no idea what he was doing. He allowed Odubel Herrera to go right back to 3rd base. So you get a bases loaded situation for Alec Boehm. Hardliner, right to Mookie Betts in right field. For some goddamn reason, Dusty Wathan, I don't know if it's Dusty Wathan, I don't know if it's Odubel Herrera doing this by himself. Why is he getting sent on this play? Why is Odubel Herrera getting sent on this play to home? Why? Because if you don't realize that you have one of the best defensive outfielders and one of the best outfielders in baseball in Mookie Betts in right field, shallow right field, as he's charging to the ball to catch it, and he throws a dart to home plate, and Odubel Herrera is out by 50,000 feet. Why is this happening? Why are we sending him? I don't care if runs are hard to manufacture. You don't do that in a situation with Mookie Betts out in right field. You don't do that in that situation when you have a chance for bases loaded with Bryce Harper. You don't do that. You simply don't do that. Because you know what happens the very next inning, the Dodgers respond. Because for some goddamn reason, Joe Girardi decides to bring Alvarado out for another inning. Why are we doing this? You caught a break with Alvarado getting out of that situation that Brogdon put you in, because one, why is Brogdon coming out for another inning? And now, why is Alvarado coming out for another inning? Because it's clearly showing when the pitcher gets out of a situation the first time, he's going to struggle the next half inning, because that's just how this bullpen works. Alvarado, leadoff single to Justin Turner. Cody Bellinger, single. In comes Seranthony Dominguez. Why isn't Seranthony Dominguez out in this inning to begin with? Why isn't he out there? Why isn't he out there with a clean inning? Why are we bringing him in there with 2 runners on? Why is Jose Alvarado coming out in the 8th inning to begin with? Think, Joe. Come on, Joe. You got to think there. You got to think there. Because it's happened one too many times this season where that's come to bite you in the ass. And it's biting you in the ass many times. 95.99999% of the time. Actually, not 95.9. I would say 99.99999% of the time. Dominguez comes in. Strikes out Taylor. And then Gavin Lux gets a single. Scores Barnes, makes it 5-4. And then Bellinger scores on a wild pitch by Seranthony Dominguez during the Mookie Betts at bat. Makes it 6-4. Inning ends. Phillies don't do anything in the bottom of the 8th. Top of the 9th. Barnes home runs. Familia out there on the mound. You knew what's going to happen in that situation. Familia is not going to have a clean inning. 2 out. 2 outs in this situation. Once again, first pitch to Barnes. Hanging sinker, I believe. Hanging 4-seam fastball right down the middle of the plate. Sends it into the left field stands. Makes it 7-4. And Phillies go down 1-2-3 in the bottom of the 9th. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. How frustrating this baseball team is so far. Go to the lineup. Rhys Hoskins, 1-for-4. Alec Bohm, 1-for-3 with the 2-run shot. 2 RBIs on the night. Bryce Harper, 1-for-4 back in the lineup. His average is at 304. Nick Castellanos continues to struggle. He is over 3 with a walk and a run scored in this ballgame. Average is down to 259. Kyle Schwarber, 1-for-4 with the solo shot, so he gets an RBI on the board. Gene Segura, 1-for-4 with an RBI. Odubel Herrera, 1-for-3. JT Realmuto struggling still, over 3. Average is down to 226. Bryson Stott, 0-for-2. And then Camargo gets the sacrifice bunt. Runners in scoring position, Phillies were 1-for-7. And going to the rest of the pitchers. Brad Hand did not record it out. He allowed 2 hits and a walk. Connor Brogdon gets out of that situation, but then allows 2 hits in the 7th inning. Jose Alvarado gets the final 2 outs in that inning. Doesn't record it out in the 8th. Allows 2 hits and 2 earned runs. Seranthony Dominguez, he allowed the runs we know when he was out there, but those runs get charged to Alvarado. And then Familia comes in for the 9th inning and allows the home run. So overall, bad night. Bad night. Again, bad night. And we're having way too many of those. Way too many. It's really just turning the flow, really. It is. With the way this team's playing in these first 2 months. It really is. So now we have tomorrow's game. The chance to not get swept by the Dodgers on your home turf. And to not go 1-6 on this homestand. Because that would be fucking embarrassing. It already is embarrassing with the way you're playing on this homestand. Eflin, Gonsolin on the mound tomorrow. And then you go on your road trip. So, I don't know. This is just like overly frustrating. It really is. But the way this offense struggles, and I absolutely called it today, when you actually get some type of runs on the board, your pitching struggles, and then after the 4th inning, your offense does not record a single hit. It is so frustrating. It really is. So, that's going to do it for this video, everyone. What are your thoughts on this game? What are your levels of frustration with this Phillies team? I want to hear all those thoughts and opinions down in the comment section below. I'd like to see those as always. Do not forget to drop a comment down there. Don't forget to drop a like on this video. Don't forget to check out the banner lines, which I'm a part of. Their links are down in the description below. Also, don't forget to check out the links to BrodesMedia, the Florida Pod merch website, and also Flyers, Nitty Gritty. All that good stuff is down in the description below. Do not forget to check those out. And like I said at the beginning of the video, the most important thing you can do is hit that sub button and also use the code TTPSPORTS for $20 off your first purchase at SeatGeek. And I will see you next time.